Hi, everybody. It's Helen McConnell here from helenmcconnell.com. And today I'm going to tap for some of my own stuff because I just feel like crap today. You'll be able to hear it in my throat and in my sinus passages and sniffly nose and all of that. Plus, I've got this splitting headache. My chest is filled with gunk, and I've been feeling bad for well, it started about a week ago, last Sunday, I think. I started just feeling like I had a scratchy chest, or, my lungs felt scratchy. And I didn't tap on it then because quite frankly, I assumed I was getting COVID. I've taken 4 COVID tests. The most recent one was today. They've all been negative. So it's not COVID, it's just some other thing, like a really bad cold, or maybe not that bad. I don't usually get sick, but I feel really crappy. And so I thought I would tap and see if I can relieve some of these symptoms just a little bit. So I'll go through the symptoms and I'll rate the intensity of them. Then I'll go through them again and see if anything changes. So first of all, this headache is pounding, and it's probably at about a 7. It pounds like behind my eyeballs and my sinuses and that kind of thing. My nose is runny, but not as bad as it's been earlier this week. It was really bad. This is just kind of sniffly. Sometimes I have sneezing fits, like just 3 or 4 really bad sneezes right in a row. The back of my neck and all back here is really sore. And even just closing my eyes and opening them makes my head hurt. So, and then I'll just cough a little so you can hear what's going on. It's not too bad right now, but it has been. Anyway, I'm going to tap in kind of a general way, because here's something I've learned about tapping over the years. Number one, oh yeah, I have to do it to get the results. Sometimes I forget, especially when it's something like this. And number 2 is, if I tap with the hopes that I'm going to get rid of these symptoms, it usually doesn't work. Not always, but it usually doesn't work. So I'm just going to sense into what my body tells me as I tap, because I'm thinking underlying all this, there's some emotional thing that's even deeper. Oh yeah, and my eyes. Oh my gosh, my eyes feel itchy. Sounds like allergies, doesn't it? Could be, but I've never really had allergies before, so not like this. So I'm just going to start tapping, and I'm going to pay attention to the messages that I get through my subconscious mind, through my body, and just see what happens. Even though I have these symptoms and they're really uncomfortable, I can love and accept myself, and I'd like to feel better. Even though I have these symptoms, headache, scratchy eyes, runny nose, chest congestion, achy neck and back, I love and accept myself. Oh, and then I also have that sense of, I don't have a fever, I don't think, but I have that sense of just an underlying fever. And I don't know what that means, but okay, so even though I have these symptoms, I love my body and I love what it does for me. Okay, now we're going to tap around. I just got one insight. I'm supposed to go take a deep, warm Epsom salt bath. I'll do that when I'm done here. And just say, these symptoms, I've had them for a week now. Side of the eye. I kept thinking they were just going to go away. Under the eye, or that I had COVID under the nose. But if the tests are accurate, I don't have COVID. And the symptoms aren't going away. They're changing. They're mostly less intense than they were, but I've still got them. Okay, now I'm going to take a breath and observe what needs to come next. Okay, I'm going to take this from a whole new approach, as if having these symptoms are the best thing that ever happened to me, instead of like, because my mind is going, this really sucks. I had some things I would have liked to have gotten done today, but mostly I just slept. And that's good, because that's probably what I need. And I'm just going to start at the top of the head and say these symptoms on the eyebrow. My body is so amazing. It's trying to fight off some sort of germ or virus under the eye, and it's detoxifying itself under the nose. What an amazing organism my body is. What an amazing organism my immune system is. Collarbone. Thank you, body, for everything you do for me. Under the arm. I probably don't appreciate you often enough, but I'm appreciating you now in the midst of these symptoms. I love you, body. Maybe we just need to take a bath and go back to bed. That actually sounds pretty good. Warm Epsom salt bath and more sleep. All right, and just take a deep breath. And this is the way I use tapping. I've just demonstrated it. Like if I'm tapping about something, I just wait and see what shows up. Now, it could have said, instead of a warm Epsom salt bath, which makes a lot of sense, it might have said, you know, go get some oranges and eat a lot of oranges, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea either, but that's not really the message I got. But I try to pay attention to whatever message I get, and I try not to dismiss it without giving it serious consideration, no matter what the message is. As long as the message comes when I'm in a relaxed state and a non-judgmental state. All right, so let's just go through this again. Oh boy, back here is really sore. I think it's lung congestion, and maybe the muscles around in the upper back that are kind of tightening up, but things are moving. Things are just moving. We'll just see how it goes. And over the next day or two, I'll report back to you. Hi, everybody. It's Helen McConnell here from helenmcconnell.com. And this is the continuation of yesterday's video where I was tapping on feeling so bad. And it's 24 hours later, and I just want to kind of check in with what happened. You know, I've always said I think tapping is pretty freaking amazing. It still amazes me when things shift so quickly. Now, I feel really great today, and I can't say it's all because of tapping, but here's what I do know. As you saw in that video yesterday, as I begin to tap, I got an insight. Okay, go take a hot Epsom salt bath. So I did do that, but that comes from settling down my mind. And I'm not saying, oh, I wouldn't have thought of it otherwise. I might have, but tapping just helps settle the mind, settle the body, so that the higher wisdom can come forward. After I took a bath, then my sister, who lives next door, she gave me this just nasty tincture stuff. I don't even know what's in it. It's some hand concoction that she got a long time ago from her doctor person. And it's just so nasty tasting, but I figured if it tastes that bad, it probably works pretty well. So over the course of 24 hours, I took 3 doses of that tincture. I'm sure that had something to do with it. Maybe it's just that I've been sick long enough that I was ready to get better. I don't know, but I do know that tapping soothes the nervous system. And when the nervous system is soothed, the immune system can begin to work better, can recover. So a little history. Today's Sunday, a week ago last Sunday, I came home from a conference and I was having this tickly in my chest. It started then. And then it turned out somebody at the conference had COVID, had tested positive for COVID, which we found out on Monday. But I didn't think much of it. But after a couple of days of feeling bad, then I started, I think I might have tested on Sunday just to see. I don't remember. I tested 4 times during this week, did 4 COVID tests, and they were all negative. And I kept thinking, I must have COVID, or I must be going to get COVID because I feel so bad. I don't know. So I can't really say that tapping did it all, but all I'm saying is it can't hurt. And if it can soothe your nervous system and allow your immune system to get to work, I think it's that much better. So as I tapped yesterday, one of the things that tapping does is it helps you to get out your feelings about how you're feeling about being sick. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be sick. Wah, wah, wah. And so you're not just focusing and thinking about being sick, but rather you can begin to open a window of well-being. I hope this makes sense, but I gotta say, I really thought when I made that video yesterday that I'd be doing this for a few more days, but I'm better. Today, I got up really early. I had a call with a friend at 7 a.m. and then I went on to, I just got a boatload of stuff done today, inside and outside. I worked in the yard. I went for a walk. I went to the coffee shop, sat and had a cup of coffee. I mean, I'm feeling much better despite I don't have any makeup on, but I am feeling much better. It's Sunday, so that's my day to just grub out. Anyway, I want you to try tapping when you feel bad and just notice if it helps at all. 5-10 minutes of tapping, if that can make a difference, wouldn't it be worth it? All right, everybody. I will talk to you soon. Take care.